Play with words. I find a song from Lord Shorty before he was Ras Shorty. Now hear me. This song real old. Don't ask me where I find this song from. It come to me. But hear me. This song is about a fella who have a daughter named Kim. Hear me? So all don't get confused. And the people who are gonna jump on the live later and hear the words of the song, all they're gonna misunderstand what the man said. I'm telling you now. The man have a daughter named Kim, and he's trying to get her married. And hear this song. I didn't write this song, yeah? Listen to the words.
I sing only daughter Kim. Some sucker boy has she baby in. Oh, I sing so embarrassed. He want to marry Kim fast. So he anxiously trying to arrange a wedding for Kim. She barely getting wrong like a Chinese ball. So her husband he must get pushy somehow. So he comes to pilot a boy young loading boy, winning and dancing. Why? He want a man for Kim, he want a man for Kim, he want a man for Kim. And then he comes to the town and come to fall, lightning and toiling. Why? He want a man for Kim, he want a man for Kim, he want a man for Kim. The situation.
Let me pause the song. He is looking for a man for Kim. Kim is his daughter. This is Lord Shorty before he was Ras Shorty.
Getting critical. So before the baby's arrival, I sing doing anything just to get a man for Kim.
So you know the mood I in.
This is Caribbean.
I never heard this song before tonight. Man looking.
From town into Point Mountain, in every local corner he's searching. The fella getting desperate, he want a man for Kim before it's too late. So in every Chinese parlor, he proposing marriage for his daughter, using every Chinese trick in the book. By the hook of the crook, some fool was get hooked. So he talked to toilet, tell to send some and losing and keeping. Why? He want a man for Kim, he want a man for Kim, he want a man for Kim. And then he talked to people what you call fool the hook, tingling and ling, sing. Why? He want a man for Kim, he want a man for Kim, he want a man for Kim.
Now, there was a street in Woodbrook named Buller Street. When Buller Street was named Buller Street, bullin and bull and buller didn't mean what bullin, bull and buller means now. So I waiting to see how long before a mayor of Port of Spain changes the name of Buller Street before the residents of the street ask for it to change. I will never forget, one of the biggest pansides Trinidad ever had was a band called Whitco Gay Desperados. At a time when gay meant happy, frolicking, joyful. And Whitco Gay Desperados went on a tour of the United States of America, touched down in New York City as Whitco Gay Desperados, and attracted a different audience and found out what gay meant and came back as Whitco Desperados.
I sing in a terrible country, an old man decided to marry she. Of course he refuses, he really ain't want no old man for him.
If you join late, man have a daughter named Kim, Trying to get a man for? This is Lord Shorty before he found religion. We taking requests. So can Kai so only 682-2110.
I'm sure you can imagine this pain and passing undergoing. Here know who's fell on she belly. It is an Indian and Negro or Chinese. So to ease the frustration, he decided accepting any man. No color or race is unimportant. All important is our father for hymns in front. So he talked to Samson, Vincent Thompson, but they think he's soon and last sing why he want a man for him, he want a man for him, he want a man for him. And then he talked to Fernandez, Terrell, Lopez, Colin, Farid and Jocelyn, why he want a man for him, he want a man for him, he want a man for him. One night I have my felt house performing, he walked in, it was so embarrassing, because I hear him tell him, show you me, that I am the man for him.
Messages, requests, 682-2110. I'm taking calls if you want. Well, boy, Shorty. Everybody go in and look for that song now. You want a man for Kim. The Bomber. Alright, let's take the first call. Hello, good evening, you're live.
Good evening. I have a request, say taking request, right?
Okay.
I have one called Blue Boy or Super Blue Salvation.
Alright, Salvation.
Yeah, Blue Boy Salvation, well, he's Super Blue now.
If I could find it, you're getting it. Right?
Alright,
Thanks for calling.
alright, no problem.
Grandmother, Mistress Ravel, teach me proverbs and put me in trouble. I wouldn't lie. Me great grandmother, Madam Ravel,
Old time Kaiso
proverbs and get me in trouble.
was an art form.
How you make your bed so you lie, and you never miss the water till well run dry. The proverb that really trapped me, my friend, is when she told me that the longest road have I had. So the next day I went by my father, I look on the ground, see a piece of rope. I pull the rope till my hand get torn. Well, I never see rope long so since I born. But coming to the end when I raise my head, I have to take off and ball out over my lead. The proverb she taught me was so awful, because the next end of the rope was a big ball. Oh, my Lord, oh. I was born. Sing it out, girls. My great-great-grandmother just called me stupid, dotish, ignorant, and too insipid. She said now that she other great-great-grandchildren, never give she horrors, heartache, and problem. She say more you live is the more you learn. And if you play with fire, you will get burned. My great-great-grandmother then said to me, oh my darling, the best things in life are free. So I hired a truck and went on my courts, looking for the best things of every sort. I pick up a computer, well how you mean? Radio, video, stereo, TV, washing machine. And when the store manager confronted me, I said, partners, the best things in life are free. But they call the police and lock up the tail, and they give me some free heads in the royal jail. I want sing it out, girls.
I said that.
My great-great-grandmother, she so demanding. She have wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. But all of them proverbs where she does teach me is just like adding fire to fury. She told me to practice the things she preach. And never hungry heart we granny can reach. My great-great-grandmother told me have faith, because good things does come to those who wait. So I make a date with a nice woman for 8:30 to meet me by Strand. I wait, then I start to grind, because 8:30 reach to 9:30. When she and she sweet man walk up to me, she say, "Mama, my dear, I am so sorry." She man pull out a full pistol, tell me run fast. After waiting so long, I get a full pass. Oh, the Lord.
Tomorrow is Saturday. Only don't forget, PEP Saturday meetings at noon starts back tomorrow. The Women's Arm are having a national get-together tomorrow also. I think that is 3 o'clock. Check Sam, check Precious.
Grandmother, so miserable. She always have a disadvantage on people. She say everybody does treat she funny, and all they want to get from she is she money. She say before you walk you have to creep, and always remember go to make sheep. And for people in this world today to survive, you have to play dead to catch cocoa alive. So the next day I went down in La Bass, playing dead to catch cocoa when they pass. They say what you sow is that you just reap. I play dead too long so I fall asleep. It's then I feel a burning below my waist, with 6 cocos staring me in my face. They search my pocket, take out everything, and they play tug of war with Nightingale.
You talk about a place where the people are carefree living. It is such a place of fun loving, spraying and petting. It's the land where people don't care if Ash Wednesday fall on Good Friday. Man, they love to struggle in this happy, go-lucky way. It's Blockorama, Fetorama, and just now is Masorama. So the foreigner come for carnival, and he telling himself after he had a ball, Trinidad is nice, Trinidad is a paradise. It's the foreigner in La Trinity, the people have a carnival mentality. Trinidad is nice, Trinidad is a paradise. They are not serious, very few conscious, so I cannot agree with my own chorus. Trinidad is nice, Trinidad is a paradise. But I hear some people talking about revolution day, changes on the way. They're born in a land, the better parts controlled by the alien. They fill the pockets of Portuguese, Chinese, and Syrians. Trinidadians is pushed on land. Now is the time to make the land their possession, but their sense of taste could just trace to all them fancy showcase. So the businessman, he blow their mind, and his dollars, them got to find. Trinidad is nice for men like Sabra, Kopalani, Maraj, and Whitey Lima. Trinidad is nice, Trinidad is a paradise. Business expanding, more banks they dealing, so is the capitalists and them who should sing. Trinidad is nice, Trinidad is a paradise. And like the slave masters want to bring back the whip, and the chorus singing like they on a trip. Trinidad is nice, Trinidad is a...
Alright, that song touched people in their soul. That bring back memories. Plenty people remember plenty things about that. I would like to say a special good evening to all of you who took the time to send me all of those requests. I made the whole song, the whole show about songs though, because people will call me and buff me. So let me talk. We don't talk all about music only. Tell me, I play music all night, you know. I see they want to suspend 3 police who was there for the shooting of PC Gilks, or Jilks. I don't know how it's pronounced. I wasn't at the christening. But if you're suspending 3 police officers, surely you should be suspending the commissioner of police too. What Jacobs did, McDonald Jacobs, in highly irresponsible fashion, unleashed the police service on Rich Plain and declared war. He said they declared war, and this war they want, this war they will get. And he was wrong. And they terrorized that community for a weekend. And if they had catch that fella, now again I tell it all here, I ain't know the boy from Adam, and I know if he good or he bad, he well, he not well. But I know that we either want the rule of law, and I tell you, boy, oh my God, I get stick for taking the side, that side, because people come and remind me about another time when my opinion erred on the side of a former commissioner of police. I had to take my stick, but circumstances and situations were different. My friend Avanel Hector Joseph said, whataboutism is what will kill intellectual debate and activism. Because whataboutism, see, and absolutism seems to make everything about everything. But all I'm saying here is this. If the police had catch that boy and had killed that boy in an exchange of gunfire, we would have never known the truth. Which makes me wonder about how many things we don't know the truth about. Call members say that they got enough valuations, applications for the property tax to trigger the tax. How we know that's true? How do we know if Colm Imbert is not telling an untruth? It wouldn't be the first time. How do we know that they are not fabricating to get their agenda? How do we know? That government is led by the biggest liar in this country's history. Kid Rowley get caught lying so many times. Stuart Young look into the camera and lie to the people of this country. Only a pack of liars in that party. How do you know that what he's saying is true? Only a fed up of them people yet.
I know some of you wouldn't believe me.
What if a lie asks my good friend Mackie?
It was a big lying competition to see who they will crown as lying champion. Liars from all parts of the West Indies. They shot liars from all them foreign countries. From a field about 1,000 or so entry. In 2 days, he boiled down and leave just 3. I had me eye on the lion, because I know he does come with some good ones. But fisherman. Catch a fisherman, why did he fit and span? He had to tighten the boat and swim back to land to get his brother Eric to give him a hand. You hear lie? That is lie. Lie? You hear lie?
Teacher Pussy said if you tell a lie, you're going to hell as soon as you die.
Felicia Holder and team have negotiated the inventory of an entire boutique just in time for Mother's Day. Tomorrow from 10 o'clock at Grab and Go, they have 200 items, more than 200, that was the last count. 200 items, ladies items, very expensive stuff, all on sale, everything less than $100. So if you're shopping for your wife, your girl, both, your mother, yourself, come down to Grab and Go and come early. The sale starts at 10 o'clock. They also have a set of wares and stuff that go in for $5. They have dented cans, box and things that get damaged. So everything's selling for $5. It will sell out fast. Come down early. It's opening at 10, 14 to 17 Park Street, corner of Phillip Street and Park Street.
That is lie. Lie. You hear lie?
Teacher Pussy said if you tell a lie, you're going to hell.
I am so sleepy.
Let it go. Let it go. Shoot it up. Yeah. The operator said that he knew a tailor.
Come to make a suit, the man is a master.
If you show him a man
Coming around a corner
he could make him a suit
and don't even measure.
I'm talking about suit, sitting down correct, expertly made and fitting perfect. He used to sew for Shakespeare, make suit for Hamlet, and up to this day yet make a mistake yet. You know the crowd went wild, they couldn't cool down. I said the lion who's in the crowd. The judges brought the crowd back to order and asked the lion to lie about a tailor. He said my man is the best, Ralphie is his name. Cutting cloth, making suit is his game. Don't show him the man, my tailor is class.
Just show him the corner where the fella pass.
And he gon' make a suit.
That is Taylor.
You hear lie? King liar.
Teacher Pussy said if you tell a lie, you're going to hell as soon as you die.
Make it up. Make it up. Make it up. Move it up. Let it go.
Teacher Pussy said if you tell a lie, you're going to
This King Liar was requested by Sterling Leha, the chairman of the Mayaro constituency for the Progressive Empowerment Party. And Sterling, tomorrow at noon, don't be absent. You ought to be there. Play my song now. Let me play my song. Sterling Leha, play a song, eh? Everybody, we meeting tomorrow noon. Victoria Foods Grab and Go.
The sun rises slowly over the hill. Everywhere is golden sunlight, but still, most nights its hotels are crowded. Ladies and doctors are shrouded. They don't smile and they never win.
Only vultures get their fill.
Empty promises is what they get.
No running water from year to year.
Hearts that no one desire. That is there is a Messiah. Someday they're whispering.
Come on, always bare and scanty.
10 people in a one-bedroom shanty. Bosses hell on the pavement. No vacancy, no employment.
Cattle firecracker from gunshot.
Let us go and things get hot.
All you see in Trinidad, you see how they're dancing for you and they avoid it. Look what NBC News now put out. CVS and Walgreens are limiting how much baby formula customers can purchase at their pharmacies as they confront ongoing supply shortages. The major bread manufacturers in the United States of America have started to sound a warning to the people of America that by summertime, price of bread, the sticker shock will be massive. Brace for that because of what's going on in Ukraine and Russia. The BBC have started to remind the British people that with a consistent 10% hike in the price of energy for heating, a recession in the United Kingdom is all but automatic. In Trinidad and Tobago, look at the lead time we have. I told you all, we had January to stop COVID in this country. We get them carnival, we get them cruise ship, and then we kill people in Trinidad and Tobago. I want you to see when people climb over your wall and rip and galvanize off your roof because grocery don't have food and they have to feed their family too. Don't say that we remind you that a food shortage is coming and that jackass farm in the parliament, in the cabinet, in the government that failing to declare a state of emergency on food supplies in this country. We are sowing the wind. We will reap the whirlwind. Trinidad is a nothing country now. Nobody care about Trinidad now, you know. Nobody. So you don't know we get in front of the line or back of the line or skipping the line. We had to go hat in hand and beg Barbados and Guyana and Jamaica to feed we people. You see where we reach here? You have a jackass farm in government. All on Facebook talking shit and making joke and laughing and kicking. The law of the farm is a serious law. You can't eat what you don't plant. You hear me? Can't eat what you don't plant.
With tented private soldier on revolution made upon him shots upon and don't you tell tragic story brings a journalist story. No wonder if you were scorn since the day they born. Some call them rebels without a cause. These social victims of unjust laws. Yes, they listen the heroes. Renegades, desperados, forever knocking on heaven's door. Still on music, shut us the silence. I'm on it to conquer the violence. Big men run when cops approach, fighting for straps with the cockroach. Young thugs, they're tough protected. Almost every young girl expected.
When we formed the National Transportation Association, it was to confront the government and mitigate the increase in the prices. From Monday, Green Band Maxi, all the routes, prices increasing. All of everybody that have to go to work and go home, that have to use Green Band Maxis, their cost of living just increased. $3 more.
Social amenities, Lord heaven knows.
What does the people say? Who don't here go feel?
Opportunities like
Or they gotta find money to pay for taxi or they can't get food to buy. Watch and see what coming.
ones in white collar.
Who don't here go feel?
If I can't touch me dollar,
Red and ready and yellow and steady.
smoke me pipe. Some just short of death from right. Left us red, dignity and pride. Till there's only bitterness left inside. And every day is a hustle.
Arguments are settled with muscle.
Till you're 6 feet deep by 3 feet wide. Watch. Children, should life keep on drifting? Something they're smoking or sniffing. Maybe they're trying to forget this life of misery and regret. No one to come to the rescue except Capleton and Bushu. So they boom boxes the Lego. The drummer
There is only one political party in this country that confronts the issues and gives you plans, policies, ideas, timelines, budget, measurable metrics. There's only one organization, one political leader that confronts the issues honestly with you. Even the government that drawing $100 million a year salary, playing catch up with the words that I say and the things that I tell you, all of a sudden they're learning how to fix market and how to install rumble strip.
Here comes a shadow. Poverty is hell, and the angels are in paradise, driving in an limousine, where everything is nice and clean. A poor man living in a tinny winny hut, children hungry, nothing in the pot. He come by the neighbor to beg for some rice. The neighbor under pressure, boy, things them nice. He gone in the big shot area to beg. A police put a bullet in this tinny winny leg. He gone in the courts and he lost the case. The prosecutor said he have a bandit face. Poverty is hell.
Come in, you know.
Poverty is hell. Wake up in the morning and the baby cry. Sugar pan came with the milk on the dry. The little boy tread on the mango tree. The mango tree. Nothing up his belly. The young girl body. She wouldn't settle. She white. She bumps it. Still in little toilet paper. They never had. They used to do in the gully by the old backyard. They rub she down and they put she to sleep. The rain come down and the house asleep. Poverty is hell. Poverty is hell. A poor man always dream a lot of dreams. He happy like a puppy when he dream another dream. He dream that he have a new roof on the hut. He dream that he have some good food in the pot. He dream that he have a rich friend named Frank. He dream that he have a lot of cash in the bank. He dream that he pay all his bills for the month. He dream that he have a new guy in the front. He dream that he have to go to a vet. He dream that the pocket have a big fat wallet. He wake up in the night and he rush for his pants. All he found in the pocket was a whole lot of hands. Poverty is hell. Oh, no, no, no. Poverty is hell.
Hear that first verse? Go and listen to that on YouTube.
Ten little children for dumpling. Mama got to slice them tin. A piece for a boy and a piece for a girl. A piece for the neighbor daughter bird.
10 children and 4 dumplings. The mother have to slice them tin.
The cat in the corner look in the bed. Little Jacaranda kick him in the leg. Go in the room and look for a rat. The rat in the roof, he know about cat. Now the cat see a chicky jam, yeah. He rush for the chicky jam. But the ball in the chicky jam flew away like a chicky jam. Then cockroach gone in the condensed smell. Mama get vexed 'cause he got them smell. Who leave the condensed milk open? Come here, you picky head, good for nothing. Mama get vexed and she that get hot. She drops some lashes and you know what? Poverty is.
They tag me in this thing this woman put out. Hi, morning. This man goes around beating me all over. I am a Spanish. He bring me here, told me it was a store work. I end up doing prostitution. I paid him off his debt, which is $150,000. Everywhere I go, he come and beat me. I want to go immigration to get sent back home. His name Kevin from Taruba, San Fernando. Kevin is his name. He does be by foreplay, all them spa. He buy girls, tell him they come into work. Then you have to have sex for money and pay him a fine. We are poor in Venezuela and illegal. So he takes advantage. Poverty is hell. Poverty is hell. All of we who cupboard full and wallet full and normal. All of we who normal. I tell you.
School books cost me $1 set. And you know them crooks make $1 set errors. To get school books you talk about horrors. And you know them crooks make $1 set errors. Errors in the back, errors in the front. Then people just start they print what they want. And stupid me before I take a hint. I went and get them make I saw the print. I say pan they run in the country well. They put pan they give in the country hell.
I was in a Massey stores today. And I asked them the cyber attack. What going on? All you cashing? Yeah, we cash in. We cash in all the time. You could take card. Yeah, we could take card. What is all you lose? You know what's the only thing that Massey lose from the cyber attack? The only thing that Massey stores lose was a win. Even with a cyber attack, all you bullshitting people, you trying to tell me with a big cyber attack, now let's say reach all up in Jamaica, the only thing that lost is the shoppers' points. The only people who lose in the cyber attack is the shoppers, because they could shop, they could buy, they could pay, but they ain't getting no points when they shop and they buy and they pay. Massey saving tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars by not giving out points. Hear me? The only people who lost in that cybercrime attack is not Massey. Fitzgerald Hines said they coming to train the defense force about cybercrime. This country becoming a real shithole. Eh? All you wake up, you know.
I say Risa Mohammed try. They put Risa Mohammed lie. I say Morgan Job is very great. They put Morgan Job is illiterate. But cross me heart, I never say so.
Let me spread me calypso. This evening the score was 193 for 5. That's the murder score. That gone up already by 7. Just had a murder in Santa Cruz.
Long time when you go by a printer, they used to check your spelling and grammar. Why them people didn't used to make Skylar? They used to check from full stop down to question mark. They didn't have no word processors, no computers and no editors, no technicolor, just black and white. But everything used to be right. Imagine I say wait, my job is huge. You know they put wait, Mark is a stooge. I say Ramesh wasting no time. They put Ramesh encouraging crime. I say that Maharaj is very special. They put that Maharaj is very racial. But cross me heart, I never say so. They misread me calypso.
final contestant in the Tonight Show, Crow, with Nobody Ain't Gonna Know.
Yeah, Facebook throttling me among long time. But we on multiples of pages, we on YouTube, we on Rumble, we on Signal, we everywhere. Satish have it under control.
I swear to God, next time that I'm leaving, I ain't telling nobody nothing. I learned my lesson and I learned it well. Next time I go in, I ain't have nobody to tell. From the get-go, they hear Coco leaving. My woman and child, they keep bringing something. Like these people that care about me, is carry this and that for their family. Carry them 6 Panadol in case they think some sick. Carry that nice green parrot on this stick. Sick of in daughter, can't forget her. They shake them 4 bottle of Cuchilla. Take them 6 dry coconut, carry it for granny. The pawn in the file is for Uncle Harry. And in the nephew, the one that's play man. Don't forget to keep it this pan. They have a greasy paper bag pack up with roti. Some diapers to give to a little baby. Pastel, cuckoo, and chili DB. And I hope they won't get for sharp TV. 6 suitcases already, Coco on the red street. They run in the back was to cut ribbon can. I'm telling you plain, I can't take it straight. Next time I go there, nobody ain't gonna know again. This carrying thing does happen every time. These people feel Coco on the airline. They feel inside that the plane does have a shelf. And Coco ain't have nothing to carry for himself. Abana give me a half-cooked tattoo for Charlie. If all the grease follow and it wet me, now my pants looking just like if I pee. But here's some more the things the man gave to me. He said the chain with the pendant carry the gold cross. Carry them fuel jar, pepper sauce or gold. I just remember my wife said, don't forget them 6 pack of cold and green. I see a blue and yellow flower, the enamel posy. I'm back with some veggies and some red and me. I try to tell them stop for heaven's sake. I see they come with 2 fruit cake and coconut bake. I said to myself, these people will kill me. One asking if I could carry a little puffy. I old and come and she said to beg please. Coco carry them few common foul egg. I said New York have plenty foul egg, you know. She said, oh, get the egg and they may have so much yellow. I'm telling you, friend, I can't take this straight. Next time I go, you nobody ain't gonna know again.
Every now and then, Crow sing a good song. You gotta give him that. I wanna give this one as the last calypso for the night. This. Only don't forget tomorrow noon at our office, 14 to 17 Park Street. Grab and go.
I see footprints that man have left on the sand while walking through times. I see boots of our ambition, figments of our imagination, and I ask myself, when will it end? When will it end? It's plain to see, universally this life is not bountiful as it was, simply because in this quest for success, nothing stands in my way. All rivers run dry. Soon the birds won't fly, the mountains will be no longer high. And when I really think of it, yes, I just wonder why.
Brooklyn in accord. Beef soup and oil long for sure tomorrow. Glenn Robinson, call Felicia right now and tell her make sure they have for you.
And I wonder now, here we go. From here, prophets everywhere. Gaze upon the horizon, and the cloud of judgment will come. And the savage hands of unscrupulous men, if I anything pass by, time is running out. As we eat and drink species at the brink of the next thing, yeah. And I think no one can deny that the price of progress is high. Really, really high.
I don't cut it, but you can find it. Progress on YouTube. Just type. Yeah, Calypso. Things getting very serious, and our politics is leaving us exposed. Trinidad and Tobago, make no mistake, we are living lives protecting ourselves when we should be protecting our community. When you protect yourself alone, you're at risk, because what outside there, difficult to stand up by yourself. We should be building our communities, our families, our neighborhoods, but we're not. And we're allowing them to undermine our value, our ability to survive, to spend. And even if you have money in your pocket when food run out, what are you gonna do? These things are important that we know, and we need to come together. And we need to come together as a show of political force. Trinidad and Tobago, everybody needs to see that we are capable of standing together for ourselves and for each other and making a proper choice. Every single time we call y'all, you have to understand, you can't say, let Jim and Mary do it. Jim and Mary mightn't come this round. You have to come. We have to stand together. This is not an easy time. It is going to get worse. They have plenty people who think they're high class or middle class today. 3 months from now, I was alive in 1990. 4 days after that attempted coup. Rich people in Goodwood Park calling me on the phone to see I helping organize who have corned beef, who have toilet paper, who have bread. Trying to link people up so people could survive. It is a different time. COVID-19 damaged the world food supply chain. Ukraine and Russia war is going to undermine it much worse. Trinidad's economy is already dead. The government is looking to tax you in every which way they could. It is a criminal act. People are going to have houses taxed with a property tax that have been taxed on the income that bought the blocks and the material that were also taxed. The government, the property tax is an insult to decency. The government of Trinidad and Tobago has declared economic war on the people of Trinidad and Tobago, and we are continuing to play small mind politics. We are continuing to play ego fights. We are continuing to play race and identity politics, and those with nefarious agendas are running away with our children's futures. If you can't escape, we have to stand together. Trinidad and Tobago, this country does not have to be like this. This is deliberate. The level of poverty in this country is deliberate to keep you economically enslaved. That you can't stand up for yourself, and you can't stand up to your boss, and you had to take that advantage. Like that poor little Venezuelan girl who had to screw her way through $150,000 to buy back her freedom. Tomorrow at noon, come and sign up. Come and meet the team. Come and volunteer. Come and make a donation. Tomorrow at noon, the rescue ship is idling. Engine on and warming. We're rumbling and we're ready. Come and add what you bring to the table, whatever it is. It could be big, it could be small. Together, all are we powerful. Strength of the pack is the wolf, but the strength of the wolf is the pack. all of us together, stronger together, come and be a part of a real political movement. This bullshit Peter George and them assembling here, this is not the first time they do this crap, you know. You trying to tell me all your launch party and all them have a plan, all they have a policy, all they have an idea, all they talk about 100 days from now. So all they know to do is go and register party. That is a bullshit show. Don't get distracted. And you know, I have to say this to y'all, because y'all are going to get distracted at a wrong time. Gary Griffith is being used. He is being used by people who also have agendas. Gary is too valuable to the conversation to leave it to that. I don't want to get into the distraction. I don't want to get, because it's frustrating to know that identity politics and race politics fueled by corruption and drug money has been allowed to run this country to the ground. You watch the most powerful voice in politics, Phillip Edward Alexander, banned from national media in a country that's supposed to be a democracy, where our right to free press and free expression is enshrined in the Constitution, and you are watching the boardroom squash the newsroom, because it's not the journalists, it's the owners and the management and those who in the secret society decision-making teams that don't want you to know the truth. There are things that if I didn't bring it to you, you'd never know. There are things that if I didn't stand up for, it would have never been stood up for. Trinidad and Tobago right now have ministries working and ministers working who had no intention of working. They have things that have to happen in this country now because we put them in train. And there are lines in the sand that have to be erased. The people of Trinidad and Tobago need to get representation and leadership and government. And what we have now is not that. Keith Rowley giving people bullshit about getting into sports will sharpen your mind. But he does play golf and he dollars a post. So he can't tell me that. He can't be reading people's script and trying to give people advice. That is the worst prime minister we've ever had, and we have had some shit-hongs. Not one prime minister has left office and the people say, build a statue to that. If you build a statue of Eric Williams, they're going to have to wash it down every week because the country will pass and spit on it. Not one prime minister in this country put the people first. If any of them had cared, Trinidad would still be one of the richest nations in the world, because the money that we got from oil and gas would have been reinvested, would have been generating profits and interest for this country. But instead of that, we've dug a hole and we've unleashed Colm Imbert to come and tax you for whatever little savings and whatever little equity you had in your home. This is unacceptable, Trinidad and Tobago. This is unacceptable. Tomorrow at noon, the Progressive Empowerment Party calls itself to order. And we invite you to come and be a part. I hear them saying you'd rather be a member, you could be a supporter. What kind of bullshit talk? Come and support we. If you can't join, come and support we. No problem with taking that too. Help us rescue our country, because that is the only mission. That is the only mission. I'll tell Trinidad and Tobago, I believe Gary Griffith has excellent ability as National Security and Commissioner of Police. Put him to do that. We need him there. And every time they interview him, he says it more and more, why he should be the Commissioner of Police or the Minister of National Security. But we need real leadership in things, people that understand the real things of the country, the economy, public health, education, how the country runs. We have a local government system that fails everybody. We have a central government system that fails everybody. Nothing works in the country. Nothing. A little boy flying down a highway one night trying to go home, crashed into a New Jersey barrier, and the thing catch a fire, and there was no fire truck to come out the fire. The Ministry of Works and the Ministry of National Security, both of them fail, and in their incompetence sentence that man to death. How you like them apples? Trinidad and Tobago. The reality of our country is that most of the people who die today, most of the people who will die tomorrow, are dying because of incompetence and neglect, failure of government from the top down. So what do? Do we continue to gaze in our navel, bury our heads in the sand? Or do we stand together as one people under one flag and say, damn it, this is unacceptable. We want better. We deserve better. That's what we need to do. Because if we don't, like that little Venezuelan girl who had to screw herself to $150,000 and buy back her freedom. Plenty of you all poor and suffering outside there. What it is you are going to be prepared to do to buy back yours. Tomorrow at noon, we meet 14 to 17 Park Street, opposite Victoria Square. I'll tell you, in Once you're seeing the stacks at Power Gen, but Power Gen no more, that's sell to the 1%. All of this and all of that and every bit of it, when you're talking about Guave Road farmers, can't get land to farm, but 1%ers getting land to stunt and go for breakfast. You're talking about the people can't get access to a beach, but you have 5 islands on pristine property. Pier 1, Pier 2, Trinidad and Tobago, go down Shagaramas and look. Just take a look. And all you march for that and all you own that. And we do not have a country where every creed and race find an equal place, but we could. We do not have a country where people have a chance to express hope and opportunity and maximize their full potential, but we could. We do not have a country where the people stand together as one people under one flag, but we could. We do not have a country where the people are represented by the parliament, the cabinet, or the government, but we could. All of those things we could have and more if we, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, stand together. The Calypsonians have been singing for years. In one of the wealthiest nations the world has ever had, how come life's so hard? People dying, dropping like flies. How do you explain it? Can't blame God. Who else to blame? Until tomorrow, noon. Stay safe, Trinidad and Tobago.